everybody, Sarah and Bonnie. Thank you for listening to today's story. Yesterday I read Kitty Kettle and the Vanishing Buns, which is from a series of books called the Magic House Books by Joe Austen. They were written in 1982. I had these stories when I was little, and I showed some other books that I have from the same series. So we've got Uncle Teapot and the Food Wood, Jack Salt's Good Turn, Sam Spade's Gigantic Garden, The Egg Cups Take the Cake, Paddy Pepper's Ups and Downs, and the last one, Grandpa Clock's Day at the Seaside. And one of our friends called William said that he would like this book next, please. So this is the book that we're going to read today. Okay? Right, you ready, Bonnie? Oh. Let's see if we can get sorted. Now, I'm wearing my Lion King t-shirt today, and I've got my Lion King duvet. Bonnie and I have just done some exercise. We did an hour of live streamed yoga with Celtic yoga. That's a friend who does yoga in St Blazey in Parr. So that was really nice. And now we're having a bit of a chill. So got my Lion King duvet from when I was younger. Got my Lion King t-shirt, and we're going to read Grandpa Clock's Day at the Seaside. Grandpa Clock's Day at the Seaside by Joe Austen. Once there was a magic house where everything was alive. The teapot and the kettle and the pot and the clocks and the lamp and the bin. And in the garden there was a wishing well. It was such a lovely sunny summer's day that some of the Magic House pals decided to go to the seaside. They took their swimming costumes and their towels and off they went. They went marching along side by side, Uncle Teapot, PC Pot, Jack Flash, Grandpa Clock and the Egg Cups, Meenie, Miney, Mo, Eddie, Freddie. But where was Joe? Oh, there he is, wrapped up in Grandpa Clock's towel, having a rest and being carried all the way, the cheeky little thing. When they reached the beach, Uncle Teapot had a swim, and Jack Flash had a paddle, and PC Pot made some sand pies. Grandpa amused the Egg Cups by swinging them around on his beard. But Joe Egg Cup didn't want to do that. Oh no, he wanted to do something different. Let's see what we can find in the rocks over there, he said. That would be great fun. All right then, said Grandpa. Watch you don't lose Joe, said Uncle Teapot as they set off. For Grandpa was so forgetful and Joe was so cheeky that anything might happen. I know, said Grandpa. I'll tie a knot in my beard to remind me not to forget Joe. And that's just what he did. They went exploring far and wide, finding Grandpa's beard useful for all sorts of things, such as fishing and climbing and gathering shells and swinging from rock to rock. But when they came to a quiet pool where Grandpa wanted to paddle, "But I want to explore those rocks over there," said Joe. No, said Grandpa, "we might get lost. We'll just stay here." So Grandpa rolled up his socks and had a paddle while the Egg Cups dived and splashed about. They had such a lovely time that they didn't notice it was getting late. "Look," said Grandpa suddenly. "It's nearly sunset. Time to go. But as Grandpa dried the egg cups with his beard, the knot in the end of his beard reminded him of Joe. And where was Joe? There was Meeny, Miny, Mo, Eddie and Freddie. But no Joe. He must have gone exploring, said Grandpa. Let's go and find him. Ooh, how do you think Grandpa's feeling now? So Grandpa and the 5 little egg cups set off for the faraway rocks that Joe had said that he wanted to explore. They looked in every hole and corner, and at first they couldn't find him. But at last they did find him, and do you know what he was doing? He was bouncing up and down on a jellyfish and laughing his head off. Oh, the cheeky little thing. Come along, Joe, said Grandpa, picking him up by the seat of his trousers. It's getting dark, and we'll be lost if we don't get home very soon. But they were too late. It was soon so dark that they could hardly see, and they found themselves dipping into water everywhere. The tide had come in, and the rock was now an island. Back on the beach, the others were very worried. They must be lost in the dark, said Uncle Teapot. How will they ever find their way back to us? I know, said Jack Flash. I have an idea. Now, when Jack Flash has an idea, he lights up with a bright light, and that's just what happened now. Jack lit up brightly and shone out in the darkness, twinkling like a lighthouse in the night. Now Grandpa and the egg cups could clearly see where the shore was. That was a very good idea, wasn't it? Come on, my dears, said Grandpa. There's the way home, and he waded into the water. And then he turned over on his back so that he floated on the water just like a boat. Then the egg cubs climbed aboard and stood on top of one another until they were just like the mast of a ship. Little Joe held the knot in Grandpa's beard so that it was like a sail. Then the wind blew into the beard, and they went sailing merrily towards Jack Flash's light, which winked and blinked upon the beach. And in no time at all, they came safely to shore where the others were waiting and delighted to see them. So they all set off happily back to the magic house, with Jack Flash brightly leading the way, followed by Uncle Teapot, PC Pot and Grandpa Clock. And after that came Meeny, Miny, Mo, Eddie and Freddie. But where was Joe? Oh, can you guess? He was snuggled deep inside the knot in Grandpa Clock's cosy beard, sound asleep. You see, he knew that not even Grandpa Clock would forget him in there, the cheeky little thing. And that's the end. Wow, there we go. Okay, Bonnie? Bonnie. Bonnie's been having a wash. Say bye, Bonnie. Say bye. So don't forget to tell us which book you would like next. Uncle Teapot, Paddy Pepper, The Egg Cups, Sam Spade, Jack Salt. Bye everybody. Bye.